foolish mortals, to awful neutral.
Hello and welcome to Awful Neutral. I'm your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado. By the way, could you believe that we got the Satan to do the voiceover for our intro for our podcast?
That's incredible.
He had a whole on the schedule.
What a get.
Yeah, you didn't even have to hail him. He just volunteered.
Yeah, something about turning the tide in the ancient war. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Join our Patreon to find out more what you could do to change the tide in the ancient war between good and evil.
Wasn't it embarrassing though when we first was trying to get him and instead we got Santana? We was a spelling error.
Because you're very talented. Yes, it's not my. I'm not a Latin jazz guy, but whatever. Jazz rock. Clint Beischer, would you mind telling us who you're playing today?
I will be playing Kurt Russell Crowe, also known as COVID Crow. Hello, my fans. Where's the camera?
Love it. Love that voice. Salvador Viesca, who will you be playing today?
I'll be Craig T.
Gregory.
Trevido, Philharmonic. Look at me, Dave. Rainstein.
No.
I'm actually glad because the name is currently is at I've been writing it down every week. Craig Gregory Leggery Thrillman. I think he did try Pregory, but that was stolen.
That was already taken.
That's another guy.
Gregory was.
One of you guys vulched Pregory.
I think that was he the tunnel builder?
He was the tunnel builder. He came up with Pregory and he forgot his own creation.
Is
What a bad father.
By any chance?
What a bad father.
It was an archaeologist roommate.
Yes.
So he lives with.
Oops.
Wow. Not even 2 minutes in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be better at setting up all of the equipment and remembering to silence my
Thank
phone
you.
next
Just
week.
I only ask one thing of you on top of the other 17, but this one's
That
important.
one thing has 17 steps. Okay.
Speaking of which, Jesse could not be here today. He is in Japan doing his comedy act, which is not in Japanese. A lot of confused faces. So he's probably bombing in Tokyo right now. But,
Whoa. Actually, his story said he was in Hiroshima, but...
yeah, Jesse's on his way back from Japan. He will be here next week. Otherwise, you would be getting another middle name that he remembered that he had. Dave Callens, who will you be playing today?
Hey, I'm just Thelonious Monk over here chilling with all my homies, just having a good time. In the underneath, or whatever the fuck we call this place.
In the underbottoms.
It's the pineapple.
We're deep in the underbottoms.
Oh, I don't like
The
that.
bottoms up.
I have a question for you. This has story ties. This has so like a big part of Johnny Utah's.
Jonathan.
A big part of Johnny Utah's personality is that he's a contrarian, right? Like am I right?
No. He's not contrarian, but he will correct you. If you say something that's incorrect, he loves correcting people.
Okay.
It's not for the sake of contrarianism, it's for accuracy.
He's a Redditor. That's it.
Thank you.
He's a well actually guy.
Yes.
A bit. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, he's...
I don't want to paint him with too broad a brush. What we can say for sure is would you say Thelonious has this same quality?
Thelonious is like, if when Matthew McConaughey says, all right, like if that was a person.
Okay.
That's Thelonious.
Is that saying?
Is that saying?
Is that pedophiles saying?
Everything's all right.
Nah, man, it's cool. Pedophiles didn't exist before 1970.
He had some other good roles aside from that troubling.
I don't remember any of
Does
them.
not age well.
Is Jerry Lee?
Everyone else stayed the same age.
Everyone else, that's what I love being an otter. Everyone else saying the same species, and I don't know.
Sara Lee Snyder, who will you be playing today?
Averill lasagna?
I think I heard some Gertrude in there.
No, I had a little bit of a burp as that was coming up.
So a lot of Gertrude.
I'm sorry. I drank my coffee at the wrong time.
Was it while you were talking?
Hey, only one of us here got a big laugh from their
This is way
throats
too deep of a cut for a
Okay,
podcast.
whatever. Sorry. Just so you guys know, Dave's only joke that went well this weekend was when he choked on his own spit.
You're talking, you choke on your own spit. Like,
Yeah.
So
Way
I
too
did
often.
that mid-set last night, and that's like the best laugh I got of myself. Seriously. They hated me so much.
I have seen the type of person who goes to these casinos and spends their weekend on a Saturday throwing their money at a casino. Have you ever heard that saying, like, I would not want to be part of any club that would have me as a member? I take your not laughing as a test that these jokes work. The disdain I have for all of you. Stop laughing at this.
I just started mocking you.
Oh, God.
My name's Dave.
That sounded like Gertrude as well.
Damn it.
You're just Gertrude.
I am.
You just.
I'm just slowly becoming her. I hope you guys will visit me in my trailer park. I hope we can still play.
I feel like Gertrude's not so much a character you create as it's just you finally coming to the surface.
It's like a Stephen King novel where he finds out that the writer was actually the persona the whole time. And that
The call's coming from inside the house. Yeah.
That's the beauty of D&D, you get to find your true self. Dave's an otter.
Oh, we knew that. Yeah, no, he does great at the LGBTQ events. So
Gertrude
Put some cricket noises in there.
was a
please.
gateway character.
y'all don't know what otter means?
Yeah.
In the gay? Okay.
No.
That's just not a great joke.
It's your hairless. What? No, please elaborate the otter.
Wait.
So, like a bear, right, is like
Yeah.
a really big guy, hairy. An otter is like skinny, sleek, usually a little bit cleaner.
Still hairy.
It's more sexually desirable.
But
They're,
like
I think
groomed.
they're a more fit bear.
They're groomed.
They're basically just a...
I feel like otters would have hair because otters are covered in hair. They're not hairless.
Yeah, but they're not. But they're groomed.
If
they're
a
not
bear-
like unruly.
Hit the gym real hard for a New Year's resolution. He could become an otter, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. If
Okay.
a bear got on Ozempic, he could become an otter.
Otters.
And this was another segment of No, You're Gay.
No, you're gay. I mean...
The fuck you say? And on that note, let's pick up where we left off. When we last left, you guys had helped a group of royal knights in the underground cave system that you were in. They had their belongings stolen by a Robin Hood group group of bards called the Brotherhood of the Beat. After a vicious rap battle where you guys
Oh, shit, we rapped. That's right.
quoted white
That's
rappers.
what we can
No.
call it. We can call it we rapped.
Yeah. Jesse was keen to point out, all of you selected rhymes from white rappers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys ended up defeating my AI rapper.
I stand by my choice.
And I
Yeah.
think that we can blame the AI and not me because I rapped perfectly.
Okay.
I was offered a
Hang
death
on.
row contract
Roll
after
the
last
tape.
episode. Suge Knight hung me off a building.
Because his verses was so
Does that
dope.
mean you're good? Is that what that means?
Yeah. It's a sign of respect in the rap community.
You know you've made it. And that's where we are. You guys partied the night away. At the end of the episode, Clint rolled a 1 on his stealth check.
Yes.
And while trying to sneak out of camp at the middle of the night, ended up stumbling into the bard's musical equipment and had an accordion on each foot. As he was stepping away, a snare drum was through his head.
I became an accidental one-man band.
Yeah.
He was Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. So that's where we are. You guys have just woken up. When you guys wake up, the Brotherhood of the Beat is gone as mysteriously. They do not steal your things.
Did they go by Bob?
What's
Brotherhood of
that?
the Beat. Did they go by Bob?
Brotherhood
Is
of the
that
Beat. I like that a lot better. Bombs over Baghdad. I like that too. None of you guys noticed it, but there were if you noticed, there was a lot of references in both their insignia and as well as I guess their rap style, and the fact that they were rapping in general to popular albums that were around circa 2001. I think Chronic 2001 was one one album referenced. Anyhow,
Clint's still sore that you made him rap. It's his Vietnam. Like 3 times during work, he's like, I can't believe he made me rap. I can't believe.
I left. When we did the dancing episode, nobody had to dance. You said to say what you were going to do.
Well, yeah.
Certainly didn't rap either. She brought up LFO. Like she brought up LFO on her phone. Which I'm pretty
the
sure.
real world, we had the 9/11. This was his fantasy 9/11.
Oh, we're getting another flag. Damn it, Dave.
All right, so we're going to say you wake up. Well, I'll go so far as to say that if you guys want to talk while you're getting ready, otherwise it's a very short way to make it out of the cave where you woke up at.
Hey,
guys, you feel like talking?
I decided to make breakfast for everyone as a thank you for not making me rap the other day. That was really kind of you guys to not put me out there.
Corvid pops out of bed, perfect smoky eye right off the bat. How does he do it? No one knows.
It's tattooed on.
Is smoky eye like when old people, the thing that old people and dogs get?
No, that's glaucoma.
No, the smoky eye,
Cataracts.
it's a makeup style for like...
Okay, so it's like under, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Like a-
Tumblr, 2008?
No.
The black around
Okay,
the girl's
no, yeah,
eyes?
yeah.
All the scene girls you liked? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the banging goth chicks you can
Okay,
imagine.
that's smoky eye.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the foggy grandma eye.
Foggy
The
grandma.
telltale sign.
Yeah, cataracts? You mean cataracts?
That's cultural appropriation.
Yes.
Corvid's makeup's on point. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
okay.
All right?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Wow, Corvid, that's an incredible smoky eye that you got there.
Hey, Corbett, you got glaucoma?
What? No, who said anything about me being... I'm not old. You're old.
And this concludes our chat for the night.
Yeah.
It's almost as incredible as the smoked
This-
sausage.
That whole conversation was technically happening in a hallway that you guys are walking through. But you guys come through the end of this hallway, light at the end of the tunnel. There's your typical.
Wait a second. Hallways don't end. What is this?
Not here.
We
no.
need to explore every door.
I'm gonna blow your mind, Dave. Hallway's done. You're out of the hallway. You're free. Everybody levels up.
I hate this.
You guys are standing at the typical, T in the road. The cave opens up to a woods with a gravelly road. You hear birds. In fact, you hear sounds like a troop of horses not too far off. You don't even have to roll a perception
How many
check.
horses in a troop?
What's this tea doing in the middle of the road? There's some green tea, some black tea.
1 point of cricket.
That
Eye
joke was Earl
contact
Grey.
right for Sarah.
No.
This, you know what? This is a fantasy world. Little packages of Earl Grey.
Told you guys. I thought I was an idiot. I know there's also a tea in the internet.
It grows wild here, like little packages of tea.
Does
weeds.
Corbett want us to teabag him? What's going on here?
All signs point to yes.
Oh my God. Do we
How
have
do
to
you think
follow
he gets that smoky eye?
Are we supposed to follow the
That's how
yellow
you get
tea
the
road?
pink eye.
Guess I'll fall asleep with my felt face mask again. Sure hope nobody teabags me. That would really make me sore. We're going to say you guys all turn at the same time as this
Roll for turning.
clopping of hooves approaches you. And that is when you see two massive, they look like horses, but with several legs behind them.
Like a John Travolta horse?
And their heads,
They're like reverse centaurs. They're human legs behind them.
Oh my God.
and their heads do look like human-esque. Whoa there, whoa, Nessie, whoa. Whoa, look at you. We got tall folk and otter folk. We don't see many of yous here. You must be from Stony Oregon.
Sometimes I feel like this podcast exists only for him to do voices, and I'm
Yeah.
fucking here for it. I love it. It's so good.
Well, thank you. This just born with this voice.
God.
Has a whole backstory if you'd like to hear it.
What's the button to press skip interact?
Let me tell you about my
Press
childhood.
the X
Do
button.
you have any hot water? We have all this tea. I'd love a cup.
The horses kind of caught your attention. But
Clint's like, no, they didn't.
behind it is almost like a Miyazaki-esque double bus, like a carriage. It's like a combination between like a stagecoach carriage and a British double bus.
They're gonna see combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell, which would have been awesome to see.
These two horses, many-legged horses. I don't know what you would call them yet.
Nightmares.
Mini or many?
many legs.
They're basset legs.
Centipede
Is it
horses?
a centipede horse?
They get smaller as the horse tail.
They are full-sized horses. I see you admiring Vincent Vega and Vinnie Barbarelli here, my horses.
Oh wait, the horses aren't talking to us?
Yeah, they're Trojan horses. No, these are not my horses. You up here. You see a gnomish man sitting like at the carriage thing. Hello, yes. I see you admiring my Trojan horses.
One of the horses has been like chewing cud or whatever this whole time, and he thought he was.
I thought he was speaking.
Like they would give Mr. Ed peanut butter to make it look like
I go up to him, you majestic horseman, what can you show me about your world? And how do you know about Stony, Oregon? How do we get back, horseman?
While this does have the face of a recognizable actor, perhaps from your world, it doesn't. Its reactions to you petting it are that of a horse. Like it kind of, leans
So
into
he's
it.
got the
loves
face of Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
They're called Trojan horses. If you ask him more, I have a whole story.
No, we're making up our own background for this
Ask him
shit.
about my horses.
Oh, great. Horse guys, they're all about the freaking horses. I say we just ignore them.
I want to take the horse's face off.
They say that they name these horses.
I love how we didn't ask, but Damien's like, God damn it, I wrote this backstory. I'm going to tell it to you.
Did you write this backstory? Did you put it through an AI?
Damien, you can just talk in the mirror to yourself like the normal people.
Truth be told, I relied on AI because I'm not the rap artist I pretend to be. And it feels good to come clean with you. But no, I did not have
Who would have guessed AI would be the downfall of D&D?
AI write the
Like,
backstory to this horse.
Oh, God.
But good to see you. I'm headed over to I'm headed to Fizzelport. If you'd like to hitch a ride back here,
Oh, no, we're going the other way. Thanks.
unless you'd like to ask me some questions about my horses.
Fizzelport, you say? Actually, I have some history with Fizzelport when we were here before. We could.
hey, I want to try something. Tell me about your horse.
Oh, and he's a
Can I
Trojan
bonk
horse.
on the head with my staff?
I want to learn more about these horses.
Just don't give her more CTE. That's what she wants.
The rest of us are like, la, 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 la.
La 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 la.
Nay, nay, nay.
Watch me whip, watch me nay, nay.
No, I don't really want to talk about the horse. I feel like the moment's passed. It's time for it. You guys, I feel like you're being condescending when you're asking me to tell about my beautiful Trojan horses, Vinnie Barbarelli and Vincent Vega, as he pets them in the behind.
Okay, well, I tried. So, next.
You see, they're named after Pollux Troy, the bad guy from Face Off.
No, actually, I want to hear about them.
I've only seen the middle of the movie where Pollux Troy had Travolta's face for a very brief period. No, I'm joking. All right, well, go ahead and pile up and back.
Now I want to keep going.
Can I request? I don't want to like get into the cage, but can I just like hold on to a tail and be dragged as I'm on my skate? What is it called when you hold
Skitching?
on to? Can I
Skitching.
skitch off the tail?
You're welcome to sketch off of. I'd recommend staying away from Mr. Barbarelli over here, but Vincent Vega, he's plenty friendly. You're unlikely to kick you in the head at all. I'm gonna need for you to roll an animal handling check.
I feel
Or
like
just
it's just priming.
Roll a what?
Animal handling.
Animal handling check. You need to be.
And it's a gravel road.
You need to be
Does
a
she have
13.
gravel? Those like
Yes,
rubber.
She has her all
on.
terrain.
I rolled a 19.
A 19.
You kick the horse.
I give the horse CTE.
Yeah, you do a Tony Hawk, like you somehow earn points off this ride as it's going. Like you see, it's like a Tony Hawk. Like in the background, like in some like video games, there's like action happening. You just see Averill Lasagna continually doing points, using this horse as like a vert ramp.
Oh my God.
with a 19. Jesus. I forgot that you actually can roll advantage on all skate tricks
because
with
you're
your.
bored.
Yeah, roll better.
with your
Oh,
skate.
let me roll one more time.
No,
just to
roll better.
see.
That is telling me a Dungeons and Dragons newbie to to encourage them to use their skateboard in anything, because if you can involve your skateboard in whatever, you have advantage.
You can skitch or skank or whatever those ska words that you're always about.
You can even gleam a cube.
Whoa. Don't get carried away now.
I don't know what's being
no
said.
one's gleamed a cube in 30 years.
So
But the prophecy foretold that a gleam cuber would arrive on a T-shaped intersection covered in tea on a night not unlike tonight.
She looks at her, she's like, look at me. I'm the gleamer now.
I actually forgot to tell all of you. This would have been something you. This is kind of a retcon of history. You guys were introduced to the smartphone a few years ahead of the regular world. In this world,
Like
there
the
is,
four of us specifically?
well, the four of you, all of you guys who've been to Australia,
And Jesse.
because
Nope, he's
in
in Japan.
Australia, they've found ways to use the stone that is stolen from Stony Oregon. And stone is able to absorb magic, and so somebody thought of a long way. You can basically create a mobile phone. They don't really have apps, and everything is kind of magic based. So if you want to listen to music, like it's like there's a spell that comes out of your phone that like summons like barred instruments, but there have to be like, instruments around.
So it's like a next gen Rocky Talkie.
Yeah, it's the next gen Rocky Talkie, but it does allow you to like send messages, both voice and text, and even like kind of video. That's actually so streaming actually happened in this world before it happened in our world because of this stone invention. So
That's where the word Zune actually comes from. The Zune originated in this world before some other person left. That's a side story, but they left and joined Microsoft.
the legendary Zune that I think Corvid or that was brought in.
Yes.
I think that's like the one that can play music, and that's like the coveted Zune that can play.
It's Zune Prime.
There we go, Zune Prime. But yes, all of you do have access to these, and so we're going to say that the keeper of the horses, as you're sketching and you guys are loaded up and back, he goes back to listening to a podcast about Trojan horses, and he's going to take you guys to Fizzelport. Fizzelport.
I want to go to Finkel.
Fizzelport.
Is there an Einhorn port nearby?
Yeah, just a bunch of really like transphobic jokes there that don't age well at all.
We don't talk about Einhorn port like that. No, before,
the same port,
before we
Sal.
hop on, I still look at the horse who I think is talking, and I'm like, "Tell me, beautiful horse, what's your dwarf's name?" You guys just pull me onto the.
Yeah, Vinny Barbarelli's going to bite you if you put your head too close to him.
Roll animal handling.
Why do you keep calling him a Travolta horse?
15.
I don't understand.
Do I get bitten?
No, you bite the
It
horse.
actually rolled to a 12 when I adjusted, so I think I get bitten. I get nipped.
Yeah, he snaps at you, but you dodge it.
Whoa, there, buddy.
No, you're a druid. You have high wisdom.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent roll. I would say
It rolled to an 18 when you pulled that.
he bites at you, but in a way of respect.
Yeah.
He's testing you. All right, so you guys arrive at Fizzelport.
That's a quick ride.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Oh, the tea was just right there. I run over to it, grab some more tea off the ground, run back. We weren't that far. We weren't that far, guys.
Yeah, you guys,
chamomile?
you guys are loaded up on chamomile, Earl Grey. I don't know what.
Come on, you know Earl.
Green tea, peppermint.
Long Island iced.
What about matcha? Isn't that the one that everyone likes right now?
Matcha's big
The
right
matcha
now.
tea.
It's a powder.
That's actually an M's intersection. No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Strike that.
Yeah,
Fix it in post.
When you guys arrive at Fizzelport, you see a sign that kind of points you to some of the main features of this town. Actually, Sal, you would know. Trey, you would remember this town. There is a
Brothel?
Sal. I have a question for you. There is a wizard collegica of magic here. Long ago in your history, you got to Trebido Philharmonic as a reward, as a symbol of thank you and of gratitude and a symbol of great honor, you were allowed 10th grade Trey to name the series of Magica colleges, of universities, the system that would start up.
Oh, no.
What theme do these have? Do these system of UC schools have? Is it like, does each one have like a new metal name? Is it a View Askewniverse name? Is like, what theme did you set up?
The Silent Bob University of the
Schnoogans.
yeah, what did they say? Schnoogan Boogans or
Snoochie Boochies?
Snoochies Boochies. Yeah, the Snoochie Boochies.
So yes, there you would know that Fizzelport is one of the first one you named, the Jay and Silent Bob Magica Collegica of Snoochie Boochies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is here. So you do know this is, at the very least, this is kind of a college town. If you wanted, you could check out, I guess, the old campus. You didn't really get to see it get built.
My old stomping grounds.
You were kind of more there during the founding of it. But Sara Lee, you know that there is an embassy of the Broski here.
Mm-hmm. It's where you get your passport, yeah.
Yes, but it's an embassy in more that like think of the embassy of like the Broski is a more like a paladin culture. They're part of their thing is you don't get you got to be brave, you got to be dumb if you're going to be tough. That's part of their ethos.
Done and done.
Can I go to one of the?
You're allowed to do good, but be totally sloshed as you're doing it, bro.
Done.
Can I wander my way to one of the frat houses and I just immediately grab a red Solo cup and act like I'm. Yeah. I know you guys got me on the wall right here somewhere, but I actually helped start this college. No one remembers me though. Like,
Yeah.
like where my plaque was, they just like defaced it.
You do notice a lot of people here do have almost like it's like a thing in honor to do like you would a monk, but do have it's not everybody, maybe the cooler kids, but have your hairstyle, have the
like
rat.
Their chosen animal.
The rat mullet.
Etched into
Yes.
their. I like that.
Roll a perception check. You got to beat a 13.
Wait, do I? I think I have the. Oh, well, that landed on 16. I was gonna look to see if I have D&D Beyond up, but I'm super bad at.
Go to here. Let me show you. There you go.
So if you get a 13, you get beat a 13, you get one answer. You beat an 18, you get another answer.
No, just perception +4.
Sorry, everybody.
20.
Inexcusable.
All right, I hit the button. It's digitally rolling. An 8.
Oh, you're not going to
An
use
8?
Okay, never
With
mind.
your modifier?
You just see a bunch of really cool dudes. You see a bunch of really cool dudes.
Bunch of rad
With
guys.
some really cool hair. In fact, you guys there is a magic duel happening. There's a big magic duel game. It looks a lot like two wizards line up at this magic. This is like their Quidditch. It looks either like Yu-Gi-Oh card battle or like a Magic the Gathering battle. They're like they put out cards, but these cards actually manifest into things, and they do battle that way. And it's a big college game that's happening tonight.
Hell yeah.
So a bunch of people are getting sloshed and playing flip cup and doing that. As a matter of fact, there are several people from the embassy of the Broski there who, whenever you start playing flip cup, they'll trickle in. So if that's something you want to go, you could also go visit the embassy of the Broski, where they probably have their own flip cup.
That's like the bat signal for the broski. Basically, like flip cup happening.
You just hear the subtle sound in the background and you just follow it.
Little plastic pop. You're like, oh.
You have said that the Broskis are a secretive people who, like, if you leave, like, if
They've
you
got
like,
bro code.
they are like kind of a secretive. So, but like, if you leave like a keg tapped in an alley, like they'll swarm, and like everybody turns away. When you turn back, they might be swarming with Broskis. This is all canon things that have been said on this show that I've written down. So, if we'd like to correct the record, this is the time.
No, I was just thinking of that, like with that analogy of like if a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it in the same way of like if you tap a keg and no one's around, do you still know? Do the bros know?
Well, you guys can do whatever you want. I'm leaving
always.
something
Yeah.
for everybody. As a matter of fact, Kevin, you don't even need to roll anything for it, but you hear a rhythmic.
He said
I'm
Kevin.
sorry, I
Who's
did call you
that?
Kevin. I called you Kevin Thelonious. Yes. Hello, present.
Is there a coffee shop? This is a big town, right?
Yeah.
We say there's like 17 Starbucks around here. Oh no, wait. Can we call them Minotaur Bucks or just something like world friendly?
They
I want to go
are
to the Minotaur
small
Bucks and get a.
boutiques, mom and pop boutiques. Yeah, they're all named Minotaur Bucks, but that's because
I'm gonna go get myself a coffee.
What's that? You gonna get some coffee?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll handle you first.
Oh shit! I don't like that.
You'll get handled.
Minotaur bucks.
When you go to get coffee, you barely have to wait before it's your turn at the counter. Hello, sir. Welcome to Minotaur Bucks, our small mom and pop coffee shop. Can I get you some tea? I noticed you have several packages of Earl Grey. We'd be happy to do a corkage thing here.
Yeah, sounds good. Can we do some of that matcha in there? Can use a little energy boost. That shit's good for you, right?
Right away, sir. The finest matcha for you. As she turns away, you hear a rhythmic tapping of rocks. It wouldn't matter, but like you've heard this rhythm means something before. Yeah. To a casual, it would sound like "We Will Rock You,"
But because we don't have the rights and can't afford.
all the beats are off. So picture that.
It just sounds like a baseball game.
Listen, just everyone do the wave.
But
If Jesse was here, he would lose his shit over "We Will Rock You."
Does
He'd
he
be
not
making
like?
so many rock
No,
puns
because he
right
likes
now.
rocks.
Oh,
Wait, actually,
He'd
instead
be
of
going nuts.
it's
I hate it. No.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice this shit, yeah. Vanilla Ice
It's
this.
different. It has the.
And the snare drum at the just the hi-hat at the end.
Can't wait for this lawsuit.
But to you, what you might as well hear might as well be like those war drums you hear underground at the Kumite. You know that there is a underground fight tournament happening somewhere. If you follow the clicking of this rocks.
It's a mom and pop fight tournament.
Oh, we keep a Kumite going in the basement. Oh, it just brings in a few bucks.
We're just trying to pay the bills.
I support my local mom and pop fight clubs.
Yeah,
Those are the
absolutely.
best ones.
I do. No, the lady is oblivious to this. I do kind of like the idea that it takes place in her basement and she's oblivious to it. What are you boys doing down there?
Nothing, Ma.
It's a Nintendo.
I'm in the basement to two lovely otter boys.
It's like the scene in Fight Club where Lou realizes they're in his fucking bar basement.
My husband went down there to investigate the noise one time, and he won't talk about what happened down there.
Well, that's the first rule is you can't tell anyone.
In the back where there's like a little like cleaning sign, like wet floor sign, like a fantasy wet floor sign.
But you're an otter, so what's that going to
Yeah.
stop you? I mean,
It's only
Just slip and slide through
I
it.
say go down there.
yeah. You can hear the rocks echoing up the stairs.
I'll take that tea to go.
She messes up your name. Felonious?
It's Kevin.
It's a weird way to spell Kevin, but okay.
Here you go, son. Thank you. Remember, review us on your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the where the noise is coming from.
All right, as you get closer, like the "We Will Rock You" chant, but with the hi hat gets louder and louder. It's and as you get down, you hear like otters doing their screaming as one fighter would rise and fall. Reacting to the violence that's happening in this pit. And as you get to the bottom, you see an otter twice your size.
Is it all otters, or are there like different creatures in here too?
It's mostly otters, but there's a lot of monks. Like there are monks of different races, a couple half-elf monks, an orc monk or two, but predominantly the martial art that you learned is predominantly an otter art.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you'll see why in this tournament, this contest, they're taking turns to see who can break the biggest rock on their belly.
I'm so glad Jesse isn't here. He would be heartbroken.
I don't know. It makes more rocks, so maybe.
Oh,
he'd be
that's
happy.
true.
It's a sign of wealth to be able to hold these huge rock smashing tournaments, too. It's like being able to burn a $100 bill to light a cigar.
Makes the cigar taste so much sweeter.
I wish there was like one person in this Fight Club who's like a centaur monk, but like his horse part is like Lil Sebastian. But his upper part is like full size person.
Full size with dwarf horse? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
He's a celebrity. I'm sorry, you're like a...
Little Smashin.
No, Lil Sebastian was Bash, like B-A-S-H.
I like that.
So,
Like Bijan's kid.
Yep.
Exactly.
he easily smashes this rock on his belly as a smaller monk fails to do the same thing and is booed viciously. In fact, like almost breaks his spine trying to like crush this rock with on his tummy.
PTSD when you said booed viciously.
They're at Pachunga and
That's what they say instead of Kumite.
Pachunga,
Pachunga, Pachunga, Pachunga. Was it Pachanga?
Yeah, they're all wearing hand wraps, and they all like still they have glass in the hand wraps. They
They have their name written on the hands because it's like a Starbucks. Like they write their name. Like, okay, this is.
You do see a lot of Kevins in there still, surprisingly. It's a common name in Australia. It's like John. The otter raises his hand.
Is anybody else going to challenge me for supremacy? Or is the otter king of Fizzelport going to hold on to his throne?
Sounds like the Otter King needs a writer.
Needs to remember his scripts.
I'm a little exhausted. I'm gasping for breath. Crushing these boulders on your stomach takes a lot out of you. Okay? I'm not a WWE superstar, okay?
Before the stomach, they used to be break the boulders on your head, and so he's got a little CTE going on.
Not as much as lasagna over there, but
Yeah, I got lasagna for brains. What's up?
Lasagna for brains.
My brain used to be
great.
wavy. It's smooth now.
Thelonious, I almost called myself Kevin. Thelonious like stamps his staff on the ground, like dramatic. He's like, "Well, the king is right over here, man."
I love your confidence. Come here.
Well, and you're gonna love this.
Everybody, like the circle forms around you too. Again, like the people who are around you shift.
Yeah. That was just to do with asthma. That wasn't any.
Not a lot of air circulation down there.
Go ahead. Choose the size of your boulder.
Well, there's no point in doing anything but the biggest one you got.
They have a guy come out like a hand truck.
No, the bigger one. Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Tech
Clint
support.
just broke his own tech equipment that he set up.
That's what I put this one on.
No, don't blame somebody else. You were supposed to be supervising.
It's the biggest one. Hold on, wait. We got to go outside.
This is like Clint's Munchausen by proxy syndrome, but it's with setting the equipment up.
We have a biggest one. It just we don't keep it in here because it's quite difficult to move. Give us a second. Can a couple of you fighters who aren't doing anything help us move this boulder? We need two. We need two for this competition.
You talk, give me two.
We'll actually probably. Well, probably just one because this loser. Never mind. I'll save my trash talk.
boom.
No, I believe trash talk should be done before you win.
Save the trash talk for the bedroom is my rule.
Can we have recycling talk?
Troubadour.
That's my kink. It's talk down to me. All right. Go ahead and roll me a strength check followed by an athletics check.
Well, I'm just going to let you know strength is my weakest category.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ooh, I rolled a 14 minus 1, 13.
All right.
And what was the other one? Athletics?
13. This for the strength roll is just to be like how you seat the rock on your tummy. People are expecting it to kill you, and don't get me wrong. This rock, as the 13 is on your stomach, it is uncomfortable. It's you're having to like breathe a little differently. You're not playing this off super cool.
I mean, as cool as I can.
All right, now give me an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, with advantage? Okay. First one was a 9 minus 1 to be an 8. Next is 15 minus 1, 14.
15 minus 1, 14. Okay.
If he holds the skateboard, does he get an advantage?
Here, take this.
I'm waiting for, well, Thelonious has died.
All right,
Crushed under a rock.
Here's his roll. Sort of strength check. He rolled a 2. so
He
this,
still beat you somehow.
so yeah, he watches you grab the rock and he cockily grabs it too, but it's like his knee buckles out as he's
Cockily, he should have used his hands. Probably wouldn't hurt.
Hey.
I was using my penis. Imagine what it would be like if I used these guns. These guns can hold 1,000 penises. I mean,
Gotta snort out a Sal. That's worth something.
That's so fucking funny.
I
Oh my
propose
God.
that in replace of horsepower,
Cock power?
penis is held as a form of strength. Like how
This is a metric.
he rolled a natural 20 for the rock. He
Lifts his penis up in the rock.
I would say you hit the rock and it cracks for him. You know, you take your deep breath and you with two overhead strikes in a chopping fashion make contact with the rock, and 2 cracks go throughout the circumference of the rock. However, with a natural 20, he does the same thing and it shatters like glass, like somebody hit a high C note, like a cartoon rabbit hit a high C note around glass or something.
Oh, you want me to smash it? That's the easy part, man. Making these 2 hairline fractures down the middle, that takes skill, bro.
The mind game.
Spin. Doctor is in the house.
so I have not bested you. We'll tell you what I agree. The true test of a monk isn't in smashing rocks. It's in smashing faces. But nobody here will spar with me.
You sure it's not in freestyle rap? Because I'm pretty good at that.
Smashing pumpkins.
My name's Otta J. No, I will get punched in the face 1,000 times, but I have stage fright. You would never catch me on stage. I would give you a chance to re-earn your honor, but because you look brave.
Sarah suggested instead of smashing rocks, we try smashing pumpkins.
Smashing pumpkins.
Today is the greatest day.
Tonight.
Yeah.
You sound like we have a saying in our people, bullet with butterfly wings.
Yes.
Well, we haven't smashed pumpkins here since 1979.
I can't think of any more Smashing Pumpkin references. There's like 3 songs in that.
There aren't
set.
anymore.
Yeah,
The world is a
that's-
vampire, guys.
Damn it. Oh, Clint got us.
Just like a rat in a cage. You can't really.
Despite all of my rage.
He challenges you to fight in the pit.
This used to be a fight club until I beat everybody into submission. Now we just beat rocks.
Now it's
Sounds
just
like
a
you-
workplace.
Sounds like you beat them all into boredom with your boring ass monologues. Let's go.
But that hurts. I'm not used to criticism. To be honest, I've kind of created a kind of a shell, a bubble for myself where I dish it out quite frequently, which is why you're going to have to bleed for that, little otter.
Roll me.
He does that like Billy and Predator. He cuts himself across his chest.
Just go ahead and roll me an attack roll, and I will do the same.
Hang on, how do I do that?
We're gonna the best of 3. Give me 3 attack rolls, and we're gonna say this is just how this little 3-round boxing match or like sparring match
Is
goes.
it like bare hand attack?
Yes, this
Unarmed
is
strike.
Unarmed strike. That's what did I say?
this is
Bare
unarmed
hand
strike.
That's the
attack.
same thing.
It won't show up in your phone if you look
This
for
is,
bare hand attack.
Sherlock Holmes, the very beginning where he's in like the underground fighting den.
So you want me to roll 3 of these?
Yes, so he rolled a 8,
Does he get
a
modifiers?
6. I mean, if he's a monk, he probably has a +3 modifier. But so he rolled an 8. That's 11. A 6. That's a 9. So an 11, a 9, and a 15.
I got a with my modifiers a 20, a 9, and a 16.
Yeah, in a hard-fought battle, you take the first round. He comes back. His lips bloody. He goes back to his corner for round 2 and comes out, leaves you, humbles you. But yeah, you pull it out in the third, and you do like a Van Damme style kick, like a splits kick. And like time slows down. The entire audience is in awe as sweats, as they're getting hit by sweat in slow motion rolling off this other otter's face. But yeah, KO right there in the third round.
But just it looks that awesome to all of us, but like to a regular person, it would look like, you ever see rabbits like batting it? Like, that's what it looks like. Because we're otters, we got short little arms.
Yeah, all this shit talking still sounds to normal. We're like,
All the otters, the rocks are being held like.
we just hear high pitched chirps. Back in the coffee shop, that's why they can't tell that there's like a fight club going downstairs, because they're just like, I think the rats are back.
The otters, though, so it sounds like shrieking.
Yeah, just random hissing.
They're being so cute down there. They're trying to break rocks on their bellies, and then they're like, they did a little like scrap.
To the casual observer, this was just a wildlife dispute, but to those in the know, this was a display of otter martial arts like that had been seen few times in the realm.
the guy at the coffee shop's like, that's it, I'm gonna go and get a cat. we need to fix this.
A tabaxi.
Insert like as this scene's ending, Kevin walks in with the hammer. I heard there's an application for a cat.
The crossover we've been waiting for. Nailed it.
It's the best crossover episode.
Excellent. As you're being cheered, there is now a new master of the Fizzelport dojo.
Oh shit, where's he at? That's pretty cool.
He's a mysterious idiot. Now, is anybody else?
A mystidiot, if you will.
I've laid some seeds. If anybody else wants to do anything,
I'm back like down the road, and I'm watching these people play the Magic the Gathering hologram game or whatever, but I'm ruining it because I don't know how to play it. So I'm like behind a guy looking at his cards, like, so what happens if you play that dragon against his duck? Do you think do you think it'll destroy it? No. He's got a dragon, but he's not playing it. I'm just wondering why he's not playing the dragons.
the guy like he has a dragon. Well, then I better play this card now. And it's just like the guy who you're standing behind, just getting engulfed in by like a leviathan.
Yeah, and it actually harms him.
Yeah.
Whoops.
His body's like broken bodies lying there after the match. Over.
Well, let me go see what's going on over at the flip cup table instead.
It looks like the Chasing Amy School of Magica, the visiting team, has beaten the Jay and Silent Bob School of Snoochie Boochies.
Trey's like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Come back next week as they face the Clerks 1, who have been riding high as the champions after dethroning the Clerks 2. Actually, you wouldn't have known about Clerks 2.
He dreamed of Clerks 2,
He wrote a
though.
Clerks 2 fanfic back in the real world.
And a lot of it is really lighting up.
So, at the end of the match, now please give it up for the famed mascot. And like a guy comes out in like a foamy mascot costume, but you'll notice though that the mascot is a rat dressed not unlike you are.
He's a rat with
Trey.
like a human rat tail shaved onto his head.
Like a human with butt cheeks.
Why are they so juicy?
I was originally going to have it be like a monkey grabbing on with the tail, but I like the idea that it's a human, like a sexy, thick human.
A Rubenesque human. A lot of smooth rolls.
Caked up.
On a Tuesday.
The mascot's like pumping up the crowd, between rounds.
My pocket wriggles with joy, and just poking their head out. Milton, who's been with me the whole time, just excitedly starts me or whatever.
That's what rats sound like?
Roll me an animal handling check. I'm not here to blow up anybody's spot, so I will give you advantage, and you have to beat a 10. There's a chance of failure, though.
Is it on? Oh, it is on here. Rolling, rolling, rolling. An 11.
An 11. Milton, you're able to control. Milton wants to get out. So you ever like have an animal that really wants to get outside,
Yeah.
but because you know all their tricks, you're able to keep them inside. That's what just happened.
Okay. I ran defense on the.
Yeah.
Not now, buddy. Not now. Don't worry. We'll get you out.
Then there's a recreation of what. By the way, this leads to the second question. What did you do? What did Trey do?
What did you do?
What did I do?
What did Trey do specifically to earn the trust of the Council of the Magi? For them to, what did you assist them with? What great task that they would do you the honor of naming their university system after you?
I showed them how to use incognito mode on their phone tablets. Because they just kept on having awkward moments in class when they type in like one letter and then it auto would fill into something embarrassing. It's like, oh no, if you just do it on like incognito, it won't remember the cookies. So
And we've lost 3 staff members this week when they went to do a presentation in dwarf feet.
Halfling toes.
Not to mention how many of these Council of Magi are getting divorced right now because their wives looked at their phones.
oh, and I also helped them catch the teacher that was eating children. If the first one doesn't work, I don't know.
It was more the first one. Like, the second one was because we needed to put a public face on it.
It was icing on the cake, really.
I love that. Okay, you stop. But like, as far as so a play goes on in front of you. The mascot goes on into a play where him and a so the main character is the mascot, the rat mascot, and in this reenactment, a smaller human mascot, like wearing like a comical. You know how like instead of having a human mascot, a lot of colleges they won't have a human dressed up as a Trojan. They'll have like a crazy Trojan foam thing. Well, that's kind of what you got for this bard, and they end up doing battle against a horde of werewolves in it. And when it's all done, the rat emerges victorious and saves the school and saves the day.
Sorry.
People then are shouting, "Morty, we love you,
The
Morty!"
victorious RAT.
Roll me one more animal handling check. We love you, Morty. People throwing ceremoniously, they throw cheese onto the field as part of this condition.
16.
16.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, you're anticipating his break for freedom this time, and it does not happen.
Also, with the cheese being thrown, remember when Homer Simpson was running, catching the pretzels in his mouth at the ball game?
Yeah.
That's you with the cheese. You're like,
Not the rat me.
Yeah,
I love cheese.
You feel like the rat kind of biting you to kind of get away to get to the cheese.
I can break him off a piece. I open my mouth
Did
and
you baby bird it?
I baby bird it into the.
Thank you. That is the recreation of the ceremony of how the great hero Morty and his sidekick Trey
Wait a second.
saved the realm and the magical colleges for everyone and established the magic collegica for everyone.
Shut up! You're getting too big for your britches.
You know, it's even said, by the way, the legend has it that the school's hero and mascot was so powerful that he would shapeshift into that of a human druid and teach for the faculty.
Wait a minute. Wait 2 minutes.
Yes, he lived quite a scandalous life, but a really cool. The tales of that faculty member are legend.
Trey's like, I've been the mouse the whole time.
I am a dirty little rat boy. My mom was right. I am a filthy rat boy.
In my mind, I had it like there was a time when you and maybe the rat separated. He spent some time at the college, becoming the big man on campus, the Van Wilder of the campus. All right. If you want to, so that's the end of the magic ceremony. If you want to play any drinking games or investigate further any of this, but
Yeah, my spirit's kind of crushed, but I want to know how the story got flipped. Where I'm not the one that's the hero and the rat somehow.
Okay.
What game of telephone, pray tell, have you been playing?
Roll, you see a really old dwarven member of the faculty. He's like there on a supervision. You're welcome to ask.
Is it Grummel Stonebreaker? Let's get more crossover.
Yeah. I wander, I saunter, I jog.
In that order.
I wander, saunter, jog.
Skip.
I skip, saunter, wander, jog over to the said wise-looking dwarf.
That's some fine troubadour. I feel harmonic cosplay you got going on.
You must be a big fan of these magic matches when they happen.
Yeah, real big fan.
This is like when Charlie Chaplin came in third in a
Yeah,
contest.
Yeah. I'm like constantly getting deflated. I mean, mind you, like 2 days ago, I thought this was all a dream. So the fact that it's like real, I'm kind of just bummed that I'm not getting some of it right. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his character.
I agree. So I know that the school goes out of its way to glorify the animal companion there, but word has it that back in the day, back when I was a young member of the faculty myself, I had heard the rumor that Trey was actually the true hero, but apparently there was some bad blood about the ceremony, the naming
Cue the
ceremony.
Taylor Swift song.
Now we got back.
I don't know the song, but I'll bob my head along.
I liked the song you were writing just now. Music's everywhere, Bjork.
The music can be in your heart and in your soul.
Just punch the reporter out of nowhere.
In this rat, it could have music coming out of it. Squeak, squeak. This musical rat gives me peace.
Listen to this squeak, squeak, squeak. I couldn't make that into.
Rumor has it. Roll me a persuasion
Rumor
check.
has it.
Roll me a persuasion check. You got to beat a 14. I don't like to normally tell deep university secrets, but your cosplay costume has perhaps convinced me. We'll see what the dice have to say about
Persuasion?
persuasion.
That's a weird thing to say.
And we'll say that Milton can give you
I'm not seeing persuasion again.
Mortimer.
Your
Milton, 19.
Milton, there you go.
Oh.
Rolled a 19.
19.
You look like the trustful sort, and I'm kind of I feel like a big part of Gremel Stonebreaker's personality in this one is that he's really into cosplay in this world, and I love what you got going on here, Troubadour.
So it's really 21.
21.
Yeah. I saw it. It was blocked by the icon. Sorry.
Well, apparently the rumor has it that the real hero was Troubadour, Philharmonic. However, something happened during the ceremony, and apparently there was some bad blood between the College of the Magi and Troubadour himself. They couldn't outright. They were still grateful for his services, but I guess as a kind of a mini fuck you, I guess when he left the realm, they made his mascot the rat and gave him the title of hero. But that's what the rumor says. By the
Wow,
way,
that's just a mini fucking.
So you're saying because I left and went back to my real world, because he left and went back to his real world, he got mini fucked out of history?
I'm just telling you what I heard as a faculty member.
All he did was go home and you mini fuck him? No one mini fucks him. I don't even mini fuck him. I'm like, actually.
I'm going to need some help with security here. We got to find acting in a threatening manner.
That's some mini bullshit, if you ask me.
All right, well, I'm going to go. The match is clearing out. Best be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah, well, many thank you for updating me on the story. Many thanks.
I've got an improv practice to get to.
I wrote questions for everybody after the show, and I hope that maybe we can with the question we can shed some light on what happened.
Oh, okay. Okay. For next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, to build the lore. All right. So with Trevido arguing with a dwarf.
Yeah, I'm like following him. I'm like following him out, bullying him, kind of.
Like, you're shooting the messenger. Like
Yeah,
he's the one.
literally. He took the time to explain to me out of his life, and I'm still angry.
Hey, sports fans are the worst. Anybody else?
I think Corvid will need to seek out a lawyer.
A lawyer? Okay.
Yeah. A disreputable law office, if you will.
There is
A cart chaser, if you will.
there is in Fizzelport there's only one. There's only Lawyers Row. It's only one.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
However, there is the alley to Lawyers Row, which a couple of the people who were disbarred.
Oh, you want the law firm of Griffin, Troll, and Beholder?
Criminal lawyers work there.
No, there are criminals who are lawyers. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corvid will disguise self as just a regular. What's the most common? A bro, a college kid, or whatever.
Yeah, you could either could look like this is a college town, but there also is if you wanted to go as a member of the broski, you would shapeshift into somebody with a toga.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to think that since he doesn't really know what he wants, it's very uncanny valley. It's just like freaking people out.
He looks like a Madame Tussauds like character.
Oh, you know what?
More Caucasian somehow, even though.
Since he hasn't been here in however long it's been in Ophelia time since we've been here, how long has it been? Do you know?
In Ophelia time, I can't say the last time you guys have been to, but I can to this town personally.
Yeah.
Because I know you
Since we
said
left,
you have
yeah.
some history, but it's probably been maybe about 2,000 years, 3,000 years.
Okay.
One
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
One
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
Christ time. One
Nice. So a couple thousand years. So yeah, he'll shapeshift, but it's into college kid attire from back then. So it's just like it's not.
He's got Jenkos, a metal beaded necklace,
Yeah,
frosted tips.
He hops out of the cart. He's like, I know what they used to wear. These college kids, I'll just fit right in.
You're literally
Ophelia,
becoming
you
the meme of like, hey, young kids.
Hello, fellow students.
Yeah, you look like Steve. I was gonna say Mr. Burns, like just trying to dress what he thinks college kids. But yeah, I like the Steve Buscemi.
Did you loan him your skateboard
Yeah,
just for the
Yeah,
meeting?
no.
your
my
toga is
skateboard.
folded in a way that is way not cool. Like kids have not folded their togas like that. Or grandpa.
Yeah, I've got like a visor upside down and backwards. They're slightly off kilt.
You're riding a penny farthing for some reason.
Bring, bring.
I'm having like PTSD flashbacks to the Abercrombie at my mall as a kid. Just like, ugh.
Hitherto, brosivs.
They're like, oh shit, undercover cop.
Yeah. Man, if you're a narc, you have to tell us.
Come in. See, have a seat. I've got a customer. See, I got a college kid here. What do you need, grades? He starts looking through. Like, we got grades. We got the answers to every test here.
No.
Don't say you got it here.
I've got a little simple. I mean, bro, I've got a simple statute of limitations thing. Let's say that I would like I knew a guy who was in deep trouble like a couple thousand years ago. Left the plane in his back. Like someone went on the lam.
Somebody left. Where'd you go?
This other guy. That's not me. Bro.
You're saying you know somebody who went to Stony Oregon? What are the odds of that? That wouldn't happen. That means you were one of the tall folk. It means you'd be nobody born here could make it to Stony Oregon.
Right.
You
But if-
you want the King's Guard? Something about this. You smell like a cop. You come in here with your penny farthing?
Damn it. And I'll drop form.
Drop form. Okay. What do we see?
You see a featureless, for those at home, a changeling, have no features. And
So you're the Benadryl hat man in the corner of my room every night I see?
When you change to this kind of featureless alien-looking form, the paper bag that he was drinking liquor out of just drops out from his hand. Like
He just becomes another Mr. Burns. When Mr. Burns is in the forest and he's the alien. He just keeps on becoming Mr. Burns.
I don't care if you bring me love.
But I am a little hunched over, and I have a cane, and I'm like, listen, I've been gone for a long time, but when I was here, I got stuck with the crimes of someone else, and I just don't want to be in trouble anymore. I was in a lot of trouble. What do you think?
Change. He comes over and like does like touches your face like one of the kids from Hook when they're confirming if it's Peter Pan.
I know, it's like silly putty.
I see. I haven't met a lot of changelings here. Just give me a sec to absorb this. Okay. Have you thought about doing a job? If I could use somebody like you with the skills, you'd make a fortune.
That's what I'm trying to retire. God damn it!
Oh, you're right. I forget.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
It kept on being a series of one more job, a lot of predator handshakes. I'm sick of it.
Okay. All right. So you have there's a bad contract, is what you're saying. Tell me more.
Okay, so have
We
you
can
ever heard
zoom
of
out
a devil
whenever.
contract?
We can zoom out whenever and
Yeah.
leave whatever bits of this contract you don't want to reveal, this conversation you want to
Yeah.
reveal. Just let me know.
You know, so you've heard of a devil contract, right?
Three kobolds in a trench coat have come in here seeking legal services. Yeah, I've heard of a devil contract.
And have you heard of a fairy contract?
I'm going to be honest with you. I slept through most of fairy law.
Okay, well, you combine the two of them. That's what we're dealing with.
A fairy
Okay.
devil?
All right.
All
So
right, you can fade out.
All right, hold on. I didn't think I'd have to go study. I didn't think I'd have to go back to law school. Hold on. He brings out like him bringing out a big law book of fairy law. I never thought I'd have to open this again. Yeah, we'll zoom out.
Okay.
Wow, big reveal. All right, what do you got, Sara Lee?
I got. To be completely honest, I tuned out a couple minutes ago, so I got nothing. I'm playing Flip Club. I'm getting blacked out.
Flip Club, you're already halfway there.
I'm so good at Flip Club. I'm doing great.
She's playing Clip Flop.
Clip Club.
With the CTE, I've only actually had 2 beers, but it's just
We like whenever like somebody like do you know the secret handshake when she showed up to like the Broski embassy? Do you know the secret handshake? And it's like 2 dudes who do the predator handshake, then slam their heads against each other like 3 times.
You son of a.
Dude, what chapter are you from? What Broski chapter?
number 1.
Hold on, wait. Like the fact that you're a human woman here is a huge giveaway. There've only been like 1 or 2 in recorded history, and one of them was the founder.
Lots of human men. Just only a couple
but men.
human women have been
Big
admitted
on
to
sex
college.
tourism.
We keep trying to find a lady. We just can't seem to get one.
4 ladies won't fall through the portal. Yes, you are. Wait. We were told, no way. We were told the founder, the ancient leader, would come back. Who just prophesized that the Averill, the Miss Lasagna herself, would come. I never thought she would grace my flip cup table. I bend the knee. And the
Like
entire.
she's talking to Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that was very. I like that.
We're not worthy.
Yeah. Those are the dream guys. Yeah, a lot of they're the skater guys. Some of them are just more chill. Some of them
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, okay, you can stand up now. You don't worry, dude. I'm just here to play some flip, just chill with my home skis, and throw some brewskis.
The Homeskis are like a rival group. Like, whoa.
Just as the prophecy foretold, she was just bro down for a little bit, have a quick session, then bail.
Gotta keep it short on tight string, my man.
My 12-pack is yours, milady.
That's like shotguns too, right in front of you.
I'm honored, thanks.
I salute you.
And then we just smash the cans together.
Hey, this is great. Me and the bros, every tradition, every after a game night to celebrate, we get trashed. And then we go like hunt down a monster who's like terrorizing the village and shit. Like, bro, like we go fuck him up big time. You want to come? You love this. This is your tradition.
Of course I want to be down. I'm down to clown.
Roll me a strength check or dexterity check, whichever's higher. I don't know if you're a dex fighter. Or athletics? We'll say athletics or acrobatics.
That's 5.
Anything.
That's 5.
Yeah, wait,
one of them.
how many
One of them's
options
better.
do I have here?
I'm giving her the better roll.
Just roll a 20.
I don't know what my advantages are for
Let's
what.
see.
I got a 6.
What's
But
the
I get to
most
roll
you
at
get?
advantage, right? No?
This is...
Are you holding your skateboard?
Always.
You will be
Always.
assisted by everybody. Yeah, okay, then yes, you get to roll at advantage.
Damn it.
A 2? Okay, so what'd you roll?
A 6.
6
And
plus
then-
something.
What-
6.
My athletics is a +5.
Athletics is +5, so it's a 6.
7.
A 6.
I mean, she's a little flipped up, so it's like a little hard
Yeah.
for her to.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna say, I was gonna say like how.
I'm browning out, but it's still a 7.
Now these guys, in the embassy,
Browning out is before you get to blackout. You're still like there's chunks that you can still
didn't know
remember,
that?
but Sal,
All right.
Sal, we'll take you out. Don't worry.
Oh, awesome.
Well, after the
I'm
show.
gonna have my first brown out.
it's brown.
My first non-opioid.
Have you ever had a night where like you're time skipping in and out, like in your memories, where like there's like the power, somebody's flipping the power on. and-
Okay,
Wait, is that
actually-
not just normal?
Literally yesterday, I go to my friend's house. They're watching WrestleMania. I'm not super into wrestling, but I'm down to kick it with my bros, bro down. And we're having seltzers. And I just remember waking up every other hour.
That is a brownout.
I think I browned out yesterday.
Okay.
Seltzers are lovely. They're
Yeah.
light and refreshing.
They really sneak past you.
You can
7
get
go
to the-
down
you
so
can-
smooth.
You can get to the brown out. Like really, if you're doing IPA, it's like a
Drink
chore getting to the brown
darkness.
out. You're like hiking Kilimanjaro, but like getting to that point, getting to the brown out phase with seltzers, it's like going downhill. It's like
And you don't even know it. Like every time I'd wake up and get my energy back, I'm like, oh, I feel pretty good. I'm sorry I passed out, guys. It's fine, no big deal. Oh, you know what? It'll help. Another seltzer. Refreshing.
drive.
Wait, you were just falling asleep. You were just tired. That's not
just
browning out,
catching
bro.
up.
That is taking naps.
You have narcolepsy.
Exhaustion.
As his boss, I'm so sorry. I've been working him too hard.
Hey.
He works better when he can drink Chulies on the job.
Yeah.
We didn't even work Friday because it was raining and we're doing something we need to do outside.
I think maybe you just need to be a twisted iced tea kind of guy so you get a little caffeine in there.
Is that one of them
Perfect.
hard iced teas?
Yes.
Just drink 4 Loco and get it over with.
Just do Coke. Like,
I don't like no stuff.
You can put it in your. No, I don't know.
you can smoke
You can
it.
sit on it.
You can eat it.
Freebase it. Just freebase
Free
it.
base.
I feel like that's another thing. I feel like it becomes another thing when you do that.
That's when it becomes a problem instead of a hobby.
So that's what gateway. That's
This one becomes a
Wait, which
lifestyle.
one? Boofing or.
so with your roles, Sara Lee. After a night of like drinking and partying, like a couple, like it keeps being like, all right, we're gonna go handle that evil stuff after this game of Flip Cup, and like 12 more last game of Flip Cups
Yes.
later, you finally all of you and your band of boobs.
Band of boobs.
That's the name of a different dungeon, but you and your you
This-
I was
stumble
like, did
your,
we just take a sexy turn?
Yeah.
like
You don't take enough sexy
But like
turns. I've been telling you
my
guys.
brain heard that as like band of boobs. I was like, it'll never work. It'll never hold him up. It'll just, there's not enough support.
So like a drunk fraternity that kind of got riled up about something, you angrily stumble out of the embassy, make your way through the town of Fizzelport. You leave the town gates and you make your way to the ogre encampment not too long ago, and you're banging, "Hey, ogre house, bros! How'd you like picking on innocent people and shit? Well, guess what? The chosen one just came back. I'm ready to beat your ass."
At Flip Cup?
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, and with their role, like we cut to you guys just get like slow cut a montage of like just a fist fight, like a street brawl, but you guys just getting housed.
Averill goes and punches herself.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah, and so like you guys just left on the street, but like but that's part of being a broski culture is that you guys are almost immortal when it comes to pain.
At the end of the day, it's not who you beat up, but it's how well you beat something up, even if it's yourself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Put that on a business card.
Yeah.
It's like really like it's one of those like T-shirts that's way too wordy for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You just come up with a couple more sentences about it. And then,
Because, like, at the end of the day, it's about the community that we create in the act of beating up people, even if it is ourselves.
see back for more detail.
But also, if you can read this, you're too close.
Like it's like a religion for concussions. Those who are more punch drunk are closer to God, and they can see the world
Yes,
through
because
his
we're closer
eyes.
to death.
So this is actually kind of a win. Like this was a good training day for you guys. So we're gonna say with you picking up your teeth and setting your shoulders lethal weapon style.
They call them brain cells because they're like a prison for your mind.
Just slam into a tree to get my arm back in socket.
I've spent most of my life ironing out all of my brain wrinkles. It is smooth brain now.
My goal is to have.
And she would take cricket damage. In this one, she takes CTE damage slowly over time.
Their logo or emblem is a koala, which is probably one of the smoothest brained animals.
Yes. I won't stop till my brain's as smooth as a half pipe.
Australia, when it's separated, really removed. Like when it's separated from the mainland. Really eliminated all evolutionary pressure to adapt. So the koala just kind of got a free pass. Like it never survived the New World koala. That experiment ended a long time ago.
Yeah, they just sit there with their. Don't they have chlamydia?
Big time.
Yeah.
And because like they thought like, oh, when you get chlamydia, you can give an antibiotic. They can't give the antibiotic to the koala because the koala's only food source that it eats is the eucalyptus leaf, which is wildly poisonous to every other animal. But the koala has a bacteria that breaks down the poison. So if you give the koala the antibiotic that kills the chlamydia, you also kill the one thing that makes the poisonous food that it eats palatable. So koalas just kind of have to live with chlamydia.
Hey,
Damien's so excited.
people call that
That's-
intelligent design, okay? That's what
That
Also, I'm
is
sitting here, like,
amazing.
I'm watching Damien's face and I'm like, Dave, what kind of autism did you get?
I was
We
just
know
thinking, hey,
Damien.
this is not science faction. Save the facts for the other one, okay?
Damien, would you like to tell us how the koala has to acquire that stomach bacteria as a
I just
baby?
stand up and unzip. I'm glad you asked. It was 1985.
God damn
I've never
it.
been to Queensland myself. However, no,
This is going to end with a recipe.
I was fresh off my freshman year at San Diego State, and I was ready to see the world.
Oh,
And that's a good place to stop for today. Thank you.
yeah.
And with the dooming of the koala species,
Join us on Patreon for more koala
This science
facts.
faction moment was brought to you by Damien Mercado, one half of the Science Faction podcast. You can see and learn more on Robert Timothy's website.
You can learn more from Robert Timothy, the actual smart one.
All
you
right.
just like wanted to brush right
This
over
is a
the-
gateway podcast.
Speaking of Gateway, don't look up more about koalas because it just gets worse the more you learn.
They make really scary sounds.
You know a lot of animal sounds. Earlier you commented my rat sound wasn't accurate enough.
I was told like
You-
What do they
happened-
sound like?
Look, don't.
Rats?
kink
What kind of
shame,
autism
okay?
do you have?
No, I think we need to kink shame because it just breeds stronger kinks.
No, koalas have this like low like. They're like it's. Yeah.
Well, so do deer. Deer, a
Yeah,
bull,
but like
a
I
deer
don't know, you
bull.
just like a deer. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that sound coming out from a deer, but a koala, you expect it to be, I don't know, cuter.
And this is what we call off the rails.
Is this podcast? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I
You
rolled
started
a 3
it.
for that fact.
Anyway, chlamydia. I popped my arm back in the shoulder. Done.
Yeah, you. So with your. So you got chlamydia. That's insane.
Do we all, broski? We all do. We took a blood oath, and that's how we all
Real
ended
friends
up.
are the chlamydia you acquire along the way.
Making your way back
Downtown.
into the Broski Embassy. Another great night for Broski culture.
Yeah.
You're like the soccer hooligans of Ophelia. If like you had a good bent.
I would just love the like Monty Python next scene of the ogre just being like, just beat up all these people, just watch them fight each other and just stand there like, what the fuck just happened? You come to my house to start a fight, nobody threw a punch at all.
I'm just
Yeah, we were going to raid the village, but I don't know. I'm kind of tired after beating
know.
up bulls. Those Greek dudes.
Or the ogres just beat the shit. I'm like, who were those guys?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Anyway,
We keep getting mistaken for the evil ogres. They live on the next one.
I told you we shouldn't have moved to this town.
It was like orc nuns. This is the ogre convent. You got your ass kicked by Sister Olga.
Lost to the most peaceful of the orcs.
Like a picture, like a ogre nun outfit
With a
there's
hobbit.
no sleeves.
yeah. I'm a nun, but I'm ripped.
And they're wearing those like cut off leather gloves for some
Yeah,
reason.
the big J. Okerson gloves.
And that is where we're going to leave our episode today. I have some really fun questions, I think, for you guys to help lock in your characters.
Are we going to do them live?
always makes us do it
We're gonna instead of plugs, we're gonna do some
cool,
questions. All right, Averill, you have 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you have first off? Do you have anything to plug? Any shows coming up?
That's what I was just looking up. I've got, this upcoming week I'll be at Cork and Brew on the 13th, and then Little Miss Brewing on the 18th in Chula Vista.
Nice.
Little Miss is all over.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. We were just by the one-
They've expanded quite a bit over
Yeah.
COVID.
I've heard good things. I haven't been there yet.
They have
but
really good
I'm excited.
sours. Like if you like sours. Okay, question number 1. During your years in Ophelia, you mastered a trick that only you know. I mean, this is thousands of years of you just tooling around on your skateboard. Over the years, you mastered it. What is the move, and why haven't you done it since you left Ophelia?
All right, so I go up into the air. I literally kind of look like I freeze time, and as I'm mid-air, I do the little thumb separation tricky move, and then catch the board and come back down.
People's minds are blown up there.
Ignore the fact that we pretty much defeated gravity and paused time, but you're still just the thumb. What?
I love it when you land, medics rush you, to check your hand. Your hand, we just saw you remove your thumb. Are you okay, man?
We're good. But I'm bleeding from my head.
See, the trick was in Ophelia, you were able to actually remove your thumb, rip your thumb off, and glue it back on.
And I haven't done it because last time I did it, people were passing out. They were puking, going into shock. It was just too difficult on the audience.
Oh, it's just sick. She mutilates herself for this.
It's a Jim Rose circus side shit.
Next, you became the leader of the Broskies and made them into a force for good. However, you were not obviously their leader by the time you left. Did you? How long were you their leader? Just a few years, a few hundred years, your whole time there? And when you left, did you leave on good terms?
I was the leader the whole time, yes, and I left on good terms. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be fighting right now.
Okay,
gotcha. I wouldn't have this level of
They had a lot of
respect.
CTE. Wait, I don't remember. Do I not like you? Do we have beef?
Listen, what are memories if anything's just about vibes?
Trey.
I feel like that made sense in CTE.
Don't worry about facts. Do you feel good vibes now? That's all that matters.
This might
Vibes don't care about your feelings.
logically. Vibes don't care about your feelings. Logically.
Fact.
No cap.
The Council of the Magi gave you naming rights of their magic school, which was a great honor in their culture. However, they gave this to a 10th grader, and this was not the gift you were expecting when they said there was a ceremony and they have a really big gift to give you. What did 10th grade Trey really want? What were you really expecting from this Christmas present? How did you handle the disappointment of the gift at the ceremony? Did you handle it well? Did you handle it poorly?
So what did I expect?
Yeah,
Was it for them
what
to
were you
fund
expecting?
the production of Clerks 2?
I was expecting Nadia from American Pie or something close to that. Shannon Elizabeth. I almost said Shannon Tweed, which was a totally other generation, which honestly 10th grade me would have been fine with. Just a Shannon.
Any Shannon.
Instead they gave me Michael Shannon, the actor
Shannon
who played
Sharp.
Zod. They gave me Shannon.
There were a couple movies that did, like, as we'll find out more and more, you guys would know since you were there. A couple movies made it back. Face Off made it back. Face Off made it. I guess American Pie
The
did
movie
too.
where the boy violates the pie was very popular.
You dropped a lot of hits, boy. I sure would love some sort of hot foreign golem, some sex toy. So that's what you were expecting from the Magi. But they
Yeah.
instead gave you these nerdy rights, school naming rights.
Yeah, they let me name the school and taught me some spells.
And so I was thinking that I don't know.
This would be Dick. He was going to name a Qualcomm or something.
Maybe one of the reasons that you have bad blood that was referenced earlier was maybe you didn't handle this. Maybe like you were a 10th grade because you're a 10th grade. You're still a child and you're disappointed on Christmas, basically.
Yeah, threw a tantrum.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. So if something happened, let me know. If not, nothing happened. I'll figure out something. But
What do you mean on top of that? Like,
how did you handle the ceremony?
I clearly lied through my teeth, and it wasn't even a good act. So I'm like, oh, thank you so much. My lips quivering as I'm smiling, 'cause I can't even keep the smile up. You know?
And you're saying we should name it the School of Snoochie Boochies?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In my culture, it's one of the highest regards you can name a thing.
Yeah. So if you can't, who can make me the Molly Shannon or not Molly Shannon? I'm a huge fan of the cheerleader sketch, which was really big at the time. But that was Sherry O'Terry. Damn.
No, she was the Catholic girl.
Yeah,
wasn't she the
Yeah.
armpit sniffer?
Yeah.
Mary
Yeah.
Catherine Gallagher. There you go.
She was a superstar.
Superstar.
Somebody should make that into a movie one day. I'd call it Superstar.
That would be very Christmassy. Like you're like, I want Shannon Elizabeth, and they get me Molly Shannon. Like your parents like just didn't listen fully, and it's like
We have Molly Shannon at home. I guess I could put on some mediocre skits. That's all we're doing here.
Also, the slightly disturbing undertone that like he just wants a person as a gift.
hey, I'm in 10th grade. I don't know about autonomy. I can't even spell it.
Maxim magazine basically had like a 10 women you'd like to rape edition of their. I'm sorry, not allowed to use the word. 10 women you're allowed to sexually assault. It was a horrible time for rights.
Is that a real thing?
No, it's not.
Okay,
that was an
got
exaggeration.
That
You-
was his zine.
You
that he
sold
had.
that so well that I was like, yeah, I can see that. in the
That was
90s.
actually a 30 Rock joke about when
Okay.
Jenna posed for Maxim. That I
Okay.
stole. But yes, it was a time when like again, low rise jeans were a thing. That's insane.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I was a different boy back then.
Thelonious. Thelonious, there was a scroll with forbidden techniques that was stolen from your dojo at some point.
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
No. Go with it. Yeah, I want the scroll.
You were tasked long ago with finding them and destroying them. Before you left for Stony, Oregon, your master believes that you had completed your task. Had you completed your task? And if not, what happened?
Wait, so some other enemy group stole our scroll, and I was supposed to find them and destroy them?
They had forbidden martial arts techniques on there, a la Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yes.
Your masters assigned you to find and destroy these techniques, believing they were too dangerous. Did you ever find them?
I did not.
You never found them. But your
Loser.
master, so your master. Now, did you tell your master that you found them, or did you just didn't correct him when he brought it up?
I mean, I was looking for him, for a long time. It's kind of a gray area, I suppose.
That's that's good. I was like, if I give Dave this choice, of course he kept the scrolls. Of course, there's no, and you didn't. You surprised me, Dave.
Every time.
All right, and Corbin.
It was an otter guy that took him.
Ah!
They should make a movie of that, the Otter Guys. All right.
I'm actually happy.
Sara Lee, do you have to go pee or something?
You know, I was gonna go get a snack.
I'm just happy I got one question. You guys got two. I'm like, all right, pressure's off there.
Corbin, last question. You once, now as we
Rap for
established
us.
in this world, social media, if you were in a rap battle and you had just 3 bars
You only had one night to
one opportunity.
everything you ever wanted. Would you capture it?
Forget about the mom's pasta you ate last night.
Okay.
Okay.
It was lasagna.
Mom's lasagna, nothing rhymes with lasagna.
Mummy's lasagna.
Mummy, yes, that's in character. Of course, we call
You got
Mummy.
mom's lasagna on you.
There we go. Okay, so we established that in this world, social media had kind of started beforehand because phones predate in this world. All right, you once used your social media skills as a bard to bring about positive change in the town of Fizzelport specifically. Thanks to you, the students of the Jay and Silent Bob College of Magica of Snoochie Boochies no longer have to fear blank because of your campaign.
It was a campaign of go big or go home, or go smaller and be safe. Whatever feels right for you. So they no longer have to fear peer pressure to go bigger than they need to.
Gotcha. There's fewer people biting off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna go small and go home. I don't even want to be here. I'm definitely going home. Whatever fits your.
There's fewer people doing drunk pranks in the town. You made.
Yeah, you're not ridiculed for going home anymore.
You can come to the toga party or just come to the party and dress how you want.
Oh, you don't have to come to the party.
You don't have to go to the party either. It's fine.
That message was not taken at the Broski Embassy. You go big. There is no other. Home's not even an option. You're homeless. You go big or die out there on the trick. All right, and I guess. Oh, and I've been your host. Oh, and nobody had anything to plug. I think Sara Lee only had a plug something, right?
Well, Dave, do you have anything to plug?
I'll be back at Pachanga fighting all those shitheads that don't happen.
More like Pachmanga. Damn it.
Have you thought about creating like the hackiest character possible just to do Pachanga and like you're Larry the Cable
I don't
Guy?
want to step on Sarah's toes.
Oh.
Hey, at least I got laughs. So
Oh, you
It's not what you told me.
no, but well, that one show I didn't. But the other 3 out of 4.
All right. Yeah.
And with comedy shit talking, I think that's what we're going to call it an episode.
No plugs for you guys. That's it.
The floor was open. What do you want?
Nah.
Nobody signed up for the open mic. I can't make people sign up for the open mic. All right. I've been your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado. Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to keep up with the show, please do so on social media at awfuldnd. Please check out our Patreon, our Twitter. We also have a Discord, and check us out as a podcast. We stream every week at 11 at noon Pacific Standard Time. And I think that's it. I think I knocked out all the talking points. Thank you very much, Raffle Neutral. Thanks for joining us, nerds. We love you. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.